with another one. Alright guys, this is J.O.A.T.D back with another video. Here in front of you is a BMW X5 E70. The problem we're having today is this car has a very rough idle. The idle's so rough that if you're sitting at a stoplight or sitting at a stop sign, or you just have to stop at all, the car tachometer wants to drop way below 1,000 RPMs. Sometimes it's pulsating, you know, it's kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's never a steady idle. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the car, start it up, and check it out. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to start the vehicle. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a look at this tachometer here. I want you to see how it's going to kind of bounce up and down, or, you know, I'll rev it and then it's going to go to 1 and then you're going to hear it kind of go down and it'll come back up. I want you to take a look at it. See that? Look, you hear it? See, it was about to turn off. Look. See, it's almost about to turn off. See that? So I wanted you to see exactly what it was doing so that we can try to fix it. So we pulled some codes on the vehicle, and I'm going to show you what we got. Let's turn the vehicle off. So you can take a look at our scanner right here. We got ECM, engine control module. We're going to go in there, read fault codes. There we go right there. 2A82, Vanos intake. Okay, let's go to the next one. Crankshaft inlet. That one is 2A98. Let's go to the next one. 2A80, intake Vanos. See that? Activation. So it's telling me that the Vanos, the intake Vanos is bad, basically. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to change both the Vanos intake and the Vanos exhaust sensor. All right, so it's two sensors. They look identical. We're going to change both of those. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, so we got a couple of things we got to take off. We're going to take off this ram air intake right here. It's for the intake right here. We're going to take this off. So basically, to take this off, you're going to have a push pin here and a push pin here. And then in the front, you're going to grab it, pull up on it. And at the back, just going to pull just like that. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is disconnect this hose here to the reservoir. All you do is get you like something to stick right up under here, this clip. You're going to pull up on the clip. Just like that. You're going to pull this off. Okay. Now you're going to get you a socket, 13 millimeter. You're going to take out these two bolts and these two bolts. You're going to take off this brace right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's remove the brace. Make sure you don't lose your bolts. Now the reason you disconnect this hose is so that you can pull this cross member out right here, this bracket. All you got to do is just pull up on it. See that? That whole thing will come out. All right, guys, so right here in the front of the motor, let's see if we can get down here. You have the Vanos Solenoids. Okay, the top one right here is the intake, and the bottom one down there is the exhaust. Those bolts that's holding it on are 10 millimeter. So the bottom one is exhaust, the top one right here is intake. So we're going to take the intake one off first. Now, in order to get these off, let's see if I can zoom up. In order to get them off, what you have to do is this clip right here, you have to press this clip in. And while you're pressing it all the way down, pull it off. So we got the first one loose. We push the clip down, and then as we're pushing the clip down, we pull the connector off. All right, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and take off the intake Vanos solenoid. Go down here. There we go, got the screw out. All right, so you may have to take a pair of pliers to break it free. See how I'm turning it? Just kind of break it free with the pliers. There you go, see it coming out? That's it right there. So we can actually pull this out. Now, when you pull this out, a lot of oil is gonna come out of it. So just make sure you have something to catch the oil. Now right here, it should be a rubber sealing ring, sort of like this. It should be one right here too. So it didn't come out of the motor. So if we go down in here and look, let's see, there it is right there. See that gray ring right there? You need to pull that out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and see if I can get this out. There it goes. Oh, I dropped it. Well, I got it out, but I dropped it. I'll get it and let you guys see what it looks like. All right, so here we go. I got that ring seal out of there. Like I said, that ring seal needs to be sitting right here. So you gotta make sure in that hole right there, you pull that seal out of there. The new one should come with a new seal. For those of you who need the part number, let's see. There we go right there. 7585425, or it could be the one at the top, 13161284. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go down and I'm gonna pull that second one out. That one's a little easier to get to. All right, so we got the connector off, and we're gonna go ahead and take that 10 millimeter off. We got that off. All right, as you can see, I already got it broke free. And what I'm gonna do is wiggle this thing back and forth until I can get it to come out. There we go. So go ahead and pull that one out. Okay, so we're gonna turn this one straight. That lets me know that's the one at the bottom. Right, you can see in there that ring is in here too. It's like right here. There we go. So we got that ring out too. All right, what I want to do is look and see if these are both the same part number. Remember, one on the left is the top, one on the right is the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same exact part number. Okay. So all we got to do is get our new ones. All right, so this right here are the two new ones. I'll put a link in the description where I got them from. We got two brand new ones in here, okay? Let's go ahead and take them out. So I took one out of the pack. As you can see, they both look identical. It's the same basically. So you have that ring here plus the one here. See, this one plus that one. So let's go ahead and put them in. All right, so what I'm gonna do is the bottom one first, since it's the easiest one to get to. Like I said, the bottom one is the exhaust. All right guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this ring off and I'm gonna oil this ring up, okay? After that, I'm gonna put some oil all around this part right here, because this part has to slide through here. But I'm gonna put this ring down here inside here. It's a lip in there. Try not to push it through the engine, but there's a lip in the inside. Camera down here. See where it goes? You can see where it goes. Little lip. It'll stop it from going in. We're gonna put that that ring right there. Okay. So we're gonna do that first. I'm gonna take this off, lube this up, and then I'm gonna lube this sleeve up here. All right. So as you can see at the bottom, I already got the ring in, and then I lube this up some so that I can slide that in. So I'm gonna do the bottom one first, of course. That's the exhaust. Make sure you don't lose this ring right here. It fell off, but don't lose that ring. Put that ring back on. Just like that. All right, so we're gonna slide that down in there. Get this pushed in all the way. There we go. So we got it pushed in. Just keep pushing it in there. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Just like that. I'm gonna push it. See how I got it in there? I'm gonna push it all the way in there. Just like that. See how we got that? Now, you wanna push that all the way in. I can't do it with one hand, so we're gonna push it in and then we'll come back. All right, so you can see here, I got that one in. I had to take a pair of pliers and grab it here and push it, but having it lubricated made it easier to get it in there. So we're gonna go ahead and do the one at the top up there too. Remember, lube everything up, put the ring in, lube up the Vanos, stick the Vanos through. All right, so I got the other ring in. You kind of see it right there. So I got the other ring in. The other one's down there, but I got the other ring in. So I can put a little light in there, just like that. And then I put some oil around this intake Vanos here, and I'm gonna push that one in the same way. Just like that. And you're gonna have to take two hands to be able to push this in, but I'm trying to do it with one. But we're gonna push that all the way in, and then I'll come back. All right, so I got both of them in. You can see it. Like I said, I took the pliers, these angle pliers, and I grabbed it right here. Took a rag and put it on the back of the angle pliers, and I pushed it in. Same way with that one right there. That was the easiest way for me to push them in. You may be able to do it with your hand, but that was the way I had to get it in there. So let's see. We have two connectors. As you can see, this right here. Let's see. If you look down in there, the one that's this top one right here, see that? It's like a little V right there. This top one goes to the top, and this one down here at the bottom, that goes on the bottom one, okay? That's how you know which one is which. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook those up. All right, as you can see, I have both connectors on. Now, when you put the connectors on, make sure when you're pressing it up against the Vanos, you need to push the clip in. So it won't go on unless you push the clip in and then push up on it. That's how it locks on it. So just pushing it up on it, it's not connected. Push the clip in, hold it down, push it all the way up on it, let go, and then pull back to make sure that it doesn't come off with both, okay? Now I'm gonna put the two 10mm screws back in, and we should be about finished. All right, so I hand threaded both screws in. You can kind of see it, one at the top, one at the bottom. I hand threaded them in, and now I'm going to use the tool to run them down. Just like that. Same way with this one. Just like that. So we have both of them in. Any hoses you knock loose, like that one right there, make sure you put the hoses back in their areas. Just like that. Snap it back on as close as you can get it. I may have to zip tie that one because it just broke, but I'll get a clip for it later. Let's see. Got that all together, and basically all we got to do is put everything on the top back together. All right, guys, so let's start putting everything back together. We're going to put the cross member back down. Just like that. And we'll go up here at the top. I'm going to reconnect this hose here. Once you push it on, push it down, pull back on it, make sure it doesn't come off. Now this hose here, this cable, when I pulled it off, it broke the clips, so I just zip tied it back down. Make sure when you zip tie it, you don't zip tie it in this area, because that's where the ram air goes. So I'll show you. Put this back on. Snap it in. Snap it in there. And then put your two push pins back in. We're going to start up, and we're going to erase the code, and everything should be good. Should run fairly smooth. All right, guys, so we're going to start it for the first time after installing the two solenoids. Let's see what it sounds like. Ooh. Look at that. That bad boy running. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's running smooth, guys. All right, so what I'm gonna do is delete the error code. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go in here, and we're gonna go to erase fault codes. So right here it's asking me, do I want to erase the fault codes? Am I sure? And the F and G chassis vehicle engine AT and ABS fault codes cannot be deleted. Okay, well, yep, we're gonna hit OK. All right, so right here it says engine fault codes had success. Please wait 10 seconds, turn engine off, and switch it on again. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then we're gonna go here. Well, you can already see the engine lights off. We'll turn it off. And then we're gonna crank it right back up. Let's see, yep, engine lights off. Engine light was on, so the engine light's off. And basically what we're gonna have to do is, you know, drive for a little while and see if the engine light comes back on. But it's fixed right now, guys, so I'll let you know, in the description area, over time after I put about 70 miles on it, and I'll let you know if it came back on or not. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good one. This is J.O.A.T.D, and I'm out.